Everyone thinks AI equals $20 monthly subscription. Wrong! Completely! Today, I'm showing you 21 things you can do with AI right now. $0, no credit card, just copy-paste prompts. And at the end, you're getting a master prompt template, so stick around for that. All these free tier features change every quarter. ChatGPT just added new tools. Gemini and Google Labs rotates features monthly. This is exactly why I keep everything organized inside AI Master Pro. It's my home base for all things AI related. Instead of jumping between 10 browser tabs trying to remember which prompt worked last week, I've got my most used prompts, weekly AI updates, and a library, bite-sized lessons, all in one place. This is your November 2025 snapshot, what actually works without a card, tested yesterday. All right, let's start with the obvious one, writing, because staring at a blank page sucks, and AI can fix that in about 10 seconds. First up, blog post outlines. You need structure, but your brain is empty. Here's what you do. Open ChatGPT or Gemini, type create a detailed outline for a blog post about whatever your topic is. Include an introduction, 5 main sections with subpoints, and a conclusion. Hit enter, boom. Both tools handle lots of text prompts on free, but you'll hit rolling limits that reset over time. The quality is comparable. ChatGPT tends to be more creative with section titles, thinks outside the box a bit. Gemini is more straightforward and SEO friendly. Both work, but if volume matters, Gemini is the play. Next, translations. And I'm not talking about the Google Translate junk from 2010 that makes you sound like a robot. Tell either one, translate this text to your target language, maintain the original tone and technical accuracy, don't lose nuance. Paste your text, done. I tested this with a 500-word technical article about machine learning. English to Spanish, ChatGPT delivered in 8 seconds. Gemini took 6. Both translations were solid. Native speakers wouldn't flag them as AI, but here's the difference. Gemini preserved the formatting better. Bullet points stayed as bullet points, paragraph breaks stayed clean. ChatGPT sometimes merges paragraphs or drops formatting. Small thing, but if you're copy-pasting into a doc or a CMS, it saves you cleanup time. You probably won't hit limits on translations for either platform. You can translate all day, use it for emails, reports, social posts, whatever. It's genuinely good. Now, social media captions. You know that moment when you have a great photo ready to post, but absolutely zero caption ideas? You're staring at the Instagram draft screen, cursor blinking, brain blank. Fix, type, write me 5 Instagram captions about your topic, keep them under 150 characters each, include relevant hashtags, make them engaging. Neither is wrong, it's a vibe question. If your brand is playful and conversational, ChatGPT's your pick. If you're a B2B SaaS company or a corporate account, Gemini keeps it clean. Both platforms will give you 5 variations instantly. Pick one, tweak if you want, and post. Saves you 20 minutes of overthinking a caption. Okay, now we're getting into visuals, and this is where ChatGPT free and Gemini free completely split paths. If you need images, pay attention here because the difference is massive. Image generation. You want a custom graphic, but you can't draw, you don't have Photoshop, and you're definitely not paying a designer $200 for a concept sketch. Here's the move. Tell ChatGPT or Gemini, create a photorealistic image of, describe exactly what you want. High quality, detailed lighting, sharp focus. Both support image generation on free with daily caps. ChatGPT free uses GPT-4o image generation. Google use Nano Banana. Google publishes approximately 100 per day for Gemini free. I stress tested this yesterday, 30 images in one session. Gemini kept going. ChatGPT's caps can vary, but it is much smaller than Nano Banana in Gemini. The trade-off? Speed. ChatGPT generates an image in about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Gemini takes 10 to 30 seconds per image. It's faster. See if you're a YouTuber creating thumbnail concepts, or a designer testing 5 different color palettes, or a marketer mocking up ad visuals. Gemini destroys ChatGPT on volume alone. Here's a real test. I asked both. A cat wearing sunglasses, riding a skateboard through a cyberpunk city at sunset, neon lights, cinematic composition. ChatGPT delivered a beautiful, sharp, vibrant image in 11 seconds. Gemini took 27 seconds. The quality, honestly comparable. Both nailed the vibe. After a couple of images, ChatGPT hit me with, "You've reached your daily image limit." Gemini? Still going. I generated more variations just to see. No problem. If you only need some quick images, ChatGPT can do it. If you need volume, 5, 10, 20 variations, Gemini is the only option that won't gate you. Next feature, handwriting transcription. Super underrated. You're in a meeting, you took notes by hand because typing felt rude. Now you need those notes in a doc. Don't retype. Snap a photo with your phone, upload it to ChatGPT or Gemini, say, transcribe this handwritten text into clean typed text. Both handle this. Accuracy sits around 85 to 90% if your handwriting's decent. If your handwriting looks like a seismograph during an earthquake, good luck. It'll try, but expect errors. I tested this with meeting notes. ChatGPT transcribed them in about 15 seconds. Gemini took 12, both caught most words. ChatGPT's interface for image uploads is slightly cleaner, drag, drop, done. Gemini is better if your image is already in Google Drive because it can pull directly from there without a manual upload step. Limits: ChatGPT free supports file uploads with size and usage limits that can vary. The same limits apply to files pulled from Google Drive or OneDrive. Gemini gives you something like 10 uploads per session, but sessions reset every few hours, depending on activity. So if you're digitizing a stack of handwritten notes, use Gemini, spread it across sessions if needed. One last thing. Background removal. On the free plans, both tools can attempt it, but results aren't perfect. ChatGPT can remove the background via image editing, but it often softens edges and smears fine detail. The cutout can look a bit blurry or mushy, especially around hair and textures. Gemini can also remove a background, but it frequently doesn't deliver true transparency. You'll sometimes get a non-transparent matte or a fake PSD layered look. A workable hack: ask Gemini to place your subject on a solid color, white, black, green, then knock it out in Photoshop, Photopea, or another online editor. Everyone's talking about how AI will take jobs, but honestly, the real story is that AI is already changing them. Most people scroll past it until it hits their own field. That's why I've teamed up with Outskill. They've trained over 10 million people worldwide in AI skills through their live sessions. And this weekend, they're hosting a 2-day live AI mastermind workshop running Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. EST. Normally, this training costs $395, but because of their big Black Friday sale, Outskill is giving my viewers a free seat for the full program. Across those 2 days, you'll learn hands-on how to build AI automations, agents, and workflows that actually make your work faster. No fluff, just practical tools. You'll be learning directly from mentors at OpenAI, NVIDIA, Microsoft, and other industry leaders, the people actually building the tech we all talk about. And if you attend both days, you'll get over $5,000 worth of bonuses, including a prompt Bible, monetization roadmap, and your personal AI toolkit to keep. The link's down in the description. Seats are free for the first 1,000 people, and this one's definitely worth grabbing while it lasts. So yeah, if you've been meaning to actually get good with AI instead of just watching videos about it, this is your shot. Research time. You're drowning in PDFs, articles, reports. Someone just sent you a 40-page white paper, and you need the key insights in 5 minutes. First, document summarization. Upload your file, PDF, Word doc, text file, and say, summarize this document in 3 bullet points focused on actionable takeaways, or give me a 1-paragraph summary of the main argument. You can upload files on free, but uploads are subject to size and usage caps that can change. The same rules apply to files pulled from Drive and OneDrive. I tested this with a 12-page market research report on AI adoption in SMBs, uploaded to ChatGPT. 15 seconds later, I had a tight 3-bullet summary, clean, accurate, actionable. Uploaded the same file to Gemini. 14 seconds, same quality summary, but Gemini added citations to specific page numbers. Both platforms handle multi-page documents well on the free tier. Neither struggles with dense academic academic language or technical jargon. The difference is volume. If you're summarizing one doc, both work. If you're summarizing 10 docs in one sitting, Gemini better. Next, explaining complex topics simply. The Explain Like I'm 5 test. You're learning something new, quantum computing, blockchain, macroeconomics, and every article you read sounds like it's written for someone with a PhD. Fix. Ask AI to translate it into normal human language. Prompt. Explain complex topic in simple terms that a 10-year-old would understand. Use analogies and avoid jargon. I tested this with quantum entanglement. Both are good. ChatGPT feels like a patient tutor. Gemini feels like a textbook that's trying to be friendly. Pick your style. Neither has daily limits on explanations. You can ask 100 questions in a row if you want. Last research feature, real-time search and fresh info. Even though both models were trained on data that effectively stops in 2024, Gemini Free and ChatGPT Free can both hit the live web and pull current sources. ChatGPT's built-in search returns up-to-date results with links, so you're not stuck with static training data. Gemini grounds answers with Google search and even offers a double-check button to verify claims against what it finds online. In practice, ask either one. Search the latest on topic and summarize the past 30 days with citations, and you'll get a time-boxed roundup you can click through. If you're on deadline, journalist, researcher, student, both are solid for breaking updates. Just request sources and specify the time frame. For evergreen context, they're great too. For what's happening now, use the live search tools and keep that past month filter in your prompt. Productivity time. Let's make your work life less chaotic with 3 tools that save you hours every week. First, professional email writing. You need to send an email, but you're stuck. Maybe you're following up on a job application and don't want to sound desperate, or you're asking for a deadline extension and don't want to sound unprofessional. AI fixes this in 10 seconds. Prompt. Write a professional email to recipient about topic. The tone should be formal or friendly or apologetic. Keep it under 200 words. Include a clear call to action. I tested both with write an email rescheduling a client meeting because of a scheduling conflict. Keep it professional but warm. Both work. ChatGPT's warmer and more conversational feels human. Gemini's more direct and efficient feels professional. Neither is wrong. Pick based on your relationship with the recipient and your brand voice. It's pure text generation. You can draft 50 emails in an hour if you want. Use it for cold outreach, follow-ups, thank you notes, internal memos, customer support responses, anything. Next, organizing messy data into clean tables. You have a list of names, emails, phone numbers, and notes scattered across a doc or an email chain. You need it in a structured table with clear columns. Don't do it manually. Prompt. Take this unstructured data and organize it into a table with columns for name, email, phone, notes, formatted clearly. Paste your messy data. Hit enter. Both will spit out a clean table instantly. Here's the difference. Gemini integrates with Google Sheets. You can tell it, export this table directly to a new Google Sheet, and it'll give you a link. ChatGPT outputs a clean table in its interface, but you have to manually copy-paste into Excel or Sheets. Small thing, but if you're doing this 10 times a day, Gemini saves you clicks. If you live in spreadsheets, finance, operations, project management, data analysis, Gemini's Sheets integration is a game changer on the free tier. Third, study flashcards. You're prepping for an exam, learning a new language, or memorizing anything. You have notes. You need flashcards. Prompt. Turn these notes into 20 flashcards in question and answer format. Make the questions test understanding, not just memorization. I tested this with a chapter on the civil rights movement in the United States. ChatGPT gave me creative, thought-provoking questions. How did the Civil Rights Act of 1964 go beyond school desegregation? Gemini gave me more straightforward, fact-based questions. Who was Rosa Parks? Both useful. ChatGPT is better for deep learning. Gemini is better for quick recall drills. Outputs plain text. Copy it into Anki, Quizlet, Notecards Pro, or whatever flashcard app you use. Both platforms handle this perfectly. No limits, or you can use study mode inside GPT or Gemini. If you're testing all these free tools like I do, you run into the same problem. Scattered prompts across 15 browser tabs, no system, and by the next week, you've forgotten what actually worked. This This is exactly why I built my workflow around AI Master Pro. It's not another course you'll never finish. It's an all-in-one hub where everything actually lives. Over 100 bite-sized lessons you can knock out in 5 minutes, 300 plus ready-to-use prompts that I pull up whenever I need them, built-in AI tools like Ask AI Master, where I can literally ask my AI coach, remind me how to structure a cold email while I'm in the middle of writing one. And here's the part that keeps me coming back. The weekly AI digest. Every week I get a curated breakdown of what actually changed, what's new, what's worth testing, so I'm not spending 2 hours on Reddit trying to figure out if ChatGPT's new feature is real or just hype. It's built for people who want results, not more theory. We're offering the first 1,000 members 24% off the annual plan, so check the link below if you want your own home base for this stuff. Let's talk creative uses. This is where AI becomes a brainstorming partner, not just a tool. First, story and content ideation. You're stuck on a creative project. Maybe you're writing a script and need plot twists. Maybe you're launching a product and need name ideas. Maybe you're stuck on a blog angle. Prompt: generate 10 creative ideas for your project. Make them specific, unexpected, and actionable. I tested this with generate 10 plot twist ideas for a sci-fi short film about time travel. ChatGPT gave me wild cinematic concepts, parallel timelines collapsing, protagonists discovering their AI, time loops with emotional stakes. Gemini gave me structured, logical twists, bootstrap paradoxes, grandfather paradox variations, causality violations, both useful. ChatGPT's more Hollywood, Gemini's more Black Mirror. You can use this for business too. Generate 10 names for a productivity app aimed at remote workers. Both platforms spit out 10 options in 3 seconds. Pick 3, test them, move on. Next, style mimicry. You want to write in a specific voice, but you're not there yet. Tell AI to copy the style. Prompt: rewrite this product description in the style of Apple marketing. I asked both to rewrite a boring product feature list as an Apple-style product page. ChatGPT nailed the aspirational, minimal, benefit-driven tone. Gemini was close, but slightly more formal. Both saved me an hour of rewriting. Last creative trick: wordplay and naming. You need a catchy tagline, a rhyme for a jingle, or alliteration for branding. Create 5 tagline options for product, make them punchy, memorable, under 7 words each. Both nailed it, very nice. Or you can try, give me 10 alliterative name ideas for a coffee shop in Brooklyn. ChatGPT's taglines are creative and emotional. Gemini's are clear and benefit-focused. Both work. Pick based on your brand voice. Voice and audio features, underused but incredibly practical. First, audio transcription, but not directly. You recorded a meeting, a lecture, an interview, or a voice memo. You need it in text. Don't type it manually. Workaround: use a free transcription tool like Otter.ai's free tier, Google's Live Transcribe, or Windows' built-in voice typing. Copy the rough transcript, paste it into ChatGPT or Gemini. Ask, clean up this transcript, fix punctuation, remove filler words, format it clearly. I tested this with a 10-minute podcast transcript full of ums and broken sentences. ChatGPT cleaned it in 15 seconds. Perfect punctuation, logical paragraphs, filler removed. Gemini did the same, slightly faster, and added timestamps where topics shifted. Both excellent for post-processing. Second, voice mode for hands-free work. This is massive if you're cooking, driving, exercising, or just prefer talking over typing. ChatGPT Free includes basic voice chat. Open the app, tap the headphone icon, speak your question, it speaks back. Works surprisingly well. I used it to brainstorm video ideas while walking. Asked 15 questions in a row. No lag, clear responses. Gemini Live is available on the free tier. When it's active, it's faster than ChatGPT voice and integrates with Google Assistant. You can ask it to search the web, check your calendar, or set reminders, all by voice. Gemini also offers a live camera mode on the free tier, so you can chat with Gemini in real time by pointing your camera at something and asking about it. On my last trip, I used it like a museum guide and it worked great. But in my experience, audio model is much more simple than text-based. If voice access is critical to your workflow, check which platform has it enabled for your account right now. Features rotate monthly. Third, podcast and video scripting with timing. You're creating audio content. You need a script with time markers for editing. Prompt: write a 5-minute podcast script on topic, include time markers every 30 seconds. Keep the tone conversational. Both platforms handle this. ChatGPT's scripts feel more natural and conversational. Gemini's are tighter and stay exactly on time. I asked for a 3-minute explainer on blockchain. ChatGPT's version ran long but felt engaging. Gemini's hit exactly 3 minutes but read slightly robotic. Edit to taste. Before we hit the last category, let me give you 3 advanced prompting tricks that make the free tiers way more powerful. Trick 1: chain of thought prompting. Don't just ask for an answer. Ask AI to show its work. Instead of, what's the ROI on this marketing campaign? Try, calculate the ROI on this campaign. Show your work step by step. Costs, revenue, formula, final number. This forces the model to think logically and catch its own errors. I tested this with a complex Excel formula request. Without chain of thought, ChatGPT gave me a formula that broke. With chain of thought, it walked through the logic, spotted the error, fixed it, and explained why. Same with Gemini. Use this for math, logic problems, code debugging, strategic planning. Trick 2: role assignment. Tell AI who to be. Instead of, give me marketing advice, try, act as a senior marketing strategist with 10 years in SaaS. Give me 3 go-to-market strategies for a new productivity tool. The quality jump is huge. I asked both for content marketing advice, generic prompt, bland, surface-level tips, role-assigned prompt, specific tactics, channel recommendations, timeline, budget considerations. Night and day difference. Roles that work. Act as a copywriter. Act as a data analyst. Act as a teacher explaining to a beginner. Act as a skeptical investor. Trick 3: few shot examples. Show AI what you want before asking for more. Instead of, write me Instagram captions, try, here are 2 examples of captions I like. Example 1, example 2. Now write 5 more in the same style for topic. This is pattern matching. AI sees your style, replicates it. I tested this with email subject lines, gave ChatGPT 3 examples of my best performing subjects. Short, punchy, curiosity-driven. It generated 10 more that matched the vibe perfectly. Same with Gemini. Use this for brand voice consistency, formatting, tone matching. Bonus tip: iterate, don't restart. If the first output is 70% there, don't delete and reprompt. Say, make it shorter, add more humor, focus on benefits, not features. Both platforms remember context. Use it. Personal upgrades, small quality of life wins, meal planning from your fridge. Snap a photo of random ingredients, eggs, spinach, tomatoes, pasta, upload it. Say, suggest 3 meals I can make with this, quick recipes. Both let you upload images for free. ChatGPT suggested frittata, pasta primavera, shakshuka. Gemini suggested the same 3, but added cook times. Gemini's image analysis is slightly faster, 6 seconds versus 9. Helpful when you're hungry. Trip planning. Plan a 3-day itinerary for city, budget-friendly, must-see sites, local food, transportation tips. ChatGPT's more creative and narrative gives you a story. Gemini's data-driven pulls real-time info on hours, prices, reviews. For spontaneous trips, use Gemini for accuracy, for inspiration and vibe. Use ChatGPT. Movie recommendations. Recommend 5 movies similar to movie you liked and explain why. Both build a taste profile if you use them consistently. ChatGPT's recommendations feel personalized and conversational. Gemini's are algorithmically solid, but colder. I asked for sci-fi like Arrival. ChatGPT gave me Interstellar, Annihilation, Contact, Solaris, Ex Machina with mini essays. Gemini gave the same list with IMDb-style summaries. Both helpful, different styles. Last category, troubleshooting and problem solving. Contract analysis. Disclaimer, not legal advice. But if you need to understand dense legal language, both tools help. Review this contract, highlight concerning clauses, explain in plain English. ChatGPT's upload interface is cleaner, Gemini's better if the doc's already in Google Drive. I uploaded a freelance contract. Both flagged payment terms, IP ownership, termination notice. ChatGPT explained conversationally. Gemini gave bullet points, both useful. Tech support. Your computer is broken and you don't want to call support. I'm getting this error message. Paste or screenshot? What's causing it and how do I fix it? Both work. I uploaded a Windows blue screen error. ChatGPT walked me through 5 troubleshooting steps. Gemini searched for the exact error code and linked me to Microsoft's official fix. Gemini wins for real-time accuracy here. Interview prep. Last one. Act as an interviewer for a role position. Ask me 5 behavioral questions one at a time, wait for my answer, give feedback. ChatGPT's conversational mode feels like a real interview. Gemini is more formal but gives structured feedback. I tested with a product manager role. ChatGPT asked, "Tell me about the time you failed." I answered. It critiqued my STAR method. Gemini did the same but added a score out of 10. Both good for prep. Let's talk limits, because free doesn't mean unlimited. ChatGPT Free resets message quotas every 3 hours and tool usage every 24 hours. When you hit the limit, it downgrades to the mini model. Still useful, just less powerful. Gemini Free caps you at 500 uses per month. After that, access is blocked until the next month. Workarounds? Use both. If you hit ChatGPT's limit, switch to Gemini. If you hit Gemini's monthly cap, fall back to ChatGPT, or try Perplexity AI or Claude, which has its own free tier. Notebook LM from Google is still free during its testing phase. Great for research and note synthesis. Claude from Anthropic has a limited free tier for chat. When should you upgrade? If you're hitting limits daily and AI is core to your workflow, $20 a month for ChatGPT Plus or Gemini Advanced is worth it. Plus gives you priority access and faster responses. Advanced gives you 2 terabytes of Google One storage. But for most people, 80% of use cases are covered by free tiers. You just need to know how to use them. Okay, now the thing I promised at the beginning, your master prompt formula. It's super simple. Whenever you talk to an AI, don't just throw a question. Wrap it in this structure. First, give the bot a role, who it is. Then add context, what you're working on and for whom. After that, set a clear goal, what you actually want as a result. Next, define the output format. Bullets, sections, table, script, whatever. Add constraints, length, level, what not to do. Then set the tone, friendly, formal, etc. And finally, next step, tell the AI what to do after the answer. Ask follow-up questions, refine, shorten, turn into script, etc. Use this one formula and suddenly the chatbot stops being random and starts behaving like a focused expert who actually gets what you want. And if you want to go deeper, this is just one of the systems we use. Inside AI Master Prompt Lab Pro, you'll find 300 plus ready-to-use prompt formulas for YouTube, courses, emails, marketing, research, and more. So you don't have to invent all of this from scratch every time. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.